coming off the road had already proved too easy, so I placed one eye on the road, one in Rangoon and the other on a box of Dairy chocolates that I was quietly quaffing at the Rangoon Bowling Club, having just filled up with total at Brunswick Heads. "I'm the man most likely to discover immortality and good surf on the south side," he said. "Don't talk to me about schizophrenia, Tim," I replied. "I'm still alive, even as I write this." Rock and roll was dead as I turned up the dial and hit the road. The radio leapt off its deathbed on the back seat, Rolling Stones twitching in the static, but the penetrating bounce of its signal couldn't cut the cryogenital state of Australian broadcasting, so I flicked the switch and the dizzy monster slithered back into its speaker box. "But what's all this to do with Grafton?" "About as much as 1978's got to do with Disneyland," came the reply, and I knew that I was on the right track. It was 2 a.m. in Rangoon and early next week in Grafton. Full moon and piercing as I slammed into neutral and went for it. Where was I and when was it? Where have all the dingoes gone? This is the age of spoof and Australia's not on the map. A cassette fell into place and Jimi Hendrix bent back the night. There must be some way out of here. Early winter and some western suburbs whiz kid had stolen the car radio and taken the heater. I'd replaced the radio but not the heater. Now I'd wanted it the other way around. "They also stole my mind," said the joker to the thief. "Go Jimmy." Outside even the steaks were cold. The air was frozen still, a Mullumbimby moon and an Arctic white holden, gliding south through northern New South Wales, slicing through a sea of stars where green-tinged jellyfish hovered in the headlights, tentacles bristling in the breeze. Out over the silvered hills, enormous manta rays streaked through the night sky like hang gliders returning to Byron Bay. Rangoon swam into focus, but my concentration had flown out the window. My foot was asleep and travelling at twice the speed of lead. Ghost guns flicked by at blur speed. The car slid round a curve and what looked like several realities at once came crashing through the glass. The full moon hung right above the steering wheel, not saying a word. "Ha ha ha ha!" And the monk laughs at the moon, and everybody 10 miles round, in all direction wonders why he's just reminding them of what? Of the moon, the old dumb moon of a million lives. A possum looked up, looked through me and was gone. A flash of fauna, eyes that glint like beer cans on the side of the road. Everything went by so rapidly that I had scarcely the power of observation. Blur had set in. A knock on the roof brought me back to the viewing screen. It had drifted out of focus and my eyes swam before the instrument panel like a short-sighted projectionist at a drive-in movie. I reeled in my mind and wound up the window, fishing in the glove box for another slide from my prized collection of sunsets. I was about to throw it up when the grin on my face cracked, and I tried to laugh as I saw the flashing blue light in the rear-view mirror. 112, we got a herbal freak in progress.